Morning, everyone. Today I'm just talking about my recent progress here. Um, Last week I had finished up this side of my chest, connecting to the shoulders and obviously connecting all of my arm tattoo stuff together. Today we evened it off and did the right side. So now we have this perfect kind of mantle surrounding my chest and onto my arms of just pure black. Um, so most of what I was trying to accomplish with this Blackout project is over now. It's been a couple months journey. It could have been a lot longer, but thankfully I have a very fast, very capable tattoo artist working on me diligently once a week. I don't even want to think about how long this could have taken with some of my past artists that I've had work on me. Would have taken probably 4 or 5 times as long, which I still would have done, because if anything's worth doing, it doesn't matter how long it takes, But anyway, next week, at the same time, we're going to be touching up all the black that we've previously done, and my throat has a bit that needs patched up. The sides of my neck, some on my shoulders and stuff, just where you can see the old red and some of the gray line and stuff like that is still visible in places. So we're gonna take all of that and just give it a quick brush up, and then it'll more or less be done. I probably won't need to hit any of this again for quite a long time, which is a nice feeling, because it wasn't that it was super painful. Some of it was, obviously, but it is a lot when you're working on your neck and your throat week after week after week, chest and stuff, right? You start getting done with it. You get done with anything you've done over and over again for a while. But yeah, we also, since we didn't have a whole lot of work over here, just because we had the rose and the stars to cover last week, we had quite a bit more because we had this weird red section here to cover too. But this week, since there wasn't as much work to do on the chest, we also took out the trad dagger that was here. So now I have this perfect black all around this arm. I'm sorry, I can't really turn it. I'm too patched up with Sanaderm right now to give a full turn of it. But yeah, we took out that dagger that's been on my arm for this whole time. So now my arms are mostly all blacked out. We have Spawn left here, and his little skull collar and the red cloak into the moon there. For sure I'm going to black out around the moon. I'm not sure what's going to happen with the red that's there anymore. At first I was thinking I'd keep some of it, but the more I'm doing with this, the more it's looking like the red is the kind of last remaining thing that needs to die. Obviously I need to, this elbow is quite bad. It's going to have to be done again. My elbows always need to be done more than once if you want to get them solid black. I actually had a guy message me on Instagram the other day and say, my plan is to black out my elbow, but my tattoo artist says that you can never get a black elbow. Well, I have a fully black elbow. This one here is completely black. You can see I'm pretty bloody right here, sorry. So yeah, anything can be blacked out. Some things just need more passes than others. Elbows, the reason why they're hard to fully saturate is because there's just a lot of movement there. And unless you really stretch it out and really beat it in a few times, what you do put in might come out with all the movement and all the bending and stuff that you'll do in a day. But, sorry, a bit tired. Oh, adrenaline wearing off or whatever. Anything can be blacked out, it just takes patience. Anything can be covered, it just takes patience. So yeah, what to expect in your chest. Again, once the tattoo's over, the pain's basically over. It's not too sore, and it's pretty easy to heal. I'm more worried about healing my my arm where we covered the dagger than the chest. Just because, again, anytime you get an arm tattoo, there's a lot more wear and tear. You're doing a lot more with your hands and your arms. as I always say, than you are with anything else, or like your feet. Those don't heal well either. But anything that's covered up, anything that's like low movement, like your chest or anything on your shoulders, like up here and stuff, that's pretty well over right as soon as the tattoo's over. You just heal, take it easy. Don't lift, like I make sure to get a couple good workouts in the days leading up to my tattoos, because I take a few days off after I get tattooed. Like I did my workout this morning. Now I won't work out tomorrow or Friday. I'll probably be back to doing my 20 minutes a day by Saturday. But if I'm not feeling completely up to it, I won't push it. I'll skip it as far as up to Monday if I have to. But I don't feel too good if I don't get my workout in a couple times a week at least. So, generally speaking, if your tattoo isn't infected or having too many problems, you should be back to normal a couple days after anyway. So I would think it would be highly irregular that I wouldn't be back to normal by Saturday. But sometimes, like, if I've got like a wrist tattoo or hand tattoo, something like that, I'm not going to do my workout even if I am feeling better, just because I don't want to stress the tattoo, like the healing, right? Like I don't want to push it. I don't want to add strain to it and potentially get some scabbing there that I didn't need to have, or swelling that didn't need to be there. So just generally, after you get a tattoo somewhere that you're, using your arms or, using your shoulders or anything like that, don't be doing your workout right after. Don't be lifting weights and stuff like that. That should be common knowledge. But again, I've said this before in other videos. I know people who've gone right from tattoos to the gym. Like it seems crazy to me for all kinds of reasons, but not the least of which is you're going to swell anyway. Why add extra torment to that? Your body's doing everything it can to heal your tattoo, and then all of a sudden you're making it harder on yourself than it needs to be. It's just crazy. It is a little bit funny to say this, but now I've gotten most of what I wanted blacked out, and I'm still wanting to do more. I've tossed around ideas. I was joking with my wife the other day about, what if I blacked out the sides and the back of my head? And we both agreed that's just not gonna happen. Like, I'd look like I had a ski mask on, and at some point I have to ask myself, how much of this am I doing, where it's gonna look good versus just liking the process and not being able to stop. You have to be realistic with yourself when you get into heavy modification. I think you need to set boundaries that make sense for you. Like, I'm not saying that a black head would be bad for someone, but for me, I think it's just about drawing a line and going, okay, I don't actually want that look. I just don't want to stop the blackout process. So what that's going to mean for me is, obviously, like I said, I probably got another month or two just fixing things up on my upper body here. And then heading down into the torso region, I want to darken everything up. Like, I really want to hit this eye here. You can't really see it. Like, step back a little. I really want to darken this up. I just want to make it a little more red, because that's the color I wanted this to be initially. I didn't really want so much orange and yellow in there. So that's going to be coming up right away here. I'm going to be, fixing up some of the torso. And then once the torso's finally done, it's back onto my legs, which are almost done, but with a lot of modification coming. Like, expect my legs to become a lot darker. They might not be full blackouts. There's going to be a lot more black than there is now, though, because this experience has been really the best experience I've had with tattooing. So there's no reason why I shouldn't extend that down onto my legs too. Anyway, that's kind of all I got to talk about today. I know it's been a week again since I've made a video. I've just been super busy, and I apologize, but I keep apologizing. I can't say how many I'm going to do a week, or if I'm even going to do them once a week, really, because my life is very busy and this is a passion project. So I am sorry if it's been a little irregular, and it might be in the future too. But I'm still going to keep making these videos. So if you like them, be sure to share them with your friends. I'm Ephemeral Remy on Instagram. You have a great day.